Yugioh HNGRY episode 10. It's another epic one, which means the world's gonna frickin' explode again, given our track record. Episode 10. There's what RISI stands for. Probably not. Epic episode. The episode itself explodes. My laptop explodes. Fuck! Screw you, Yugioh HNGRY. I'm not taking on your series anymore. I'm kidding. So after we got lost again, because, you know, what's that the fans are starting to understand things? Let's stop that before, let's nip that in the bud. I guess we got on the train, because this is the same train that passed by last we saw. I have no idea where this is besides it's in Hungary, but hey, it's a nice place, at least. Maybe... If you're and don't tell me where you are, there's no point. I can barely... The only reason I can remember where my town is because I've lived there my entire life. If it wasn't for that, I would forget. I'm still learning that in my state there's other places named other things. Nani?
Dimenzió. Egybeolvad. Mi? Geri felrobbantott egy dimenzió közt, és az a két dimenzió egybeolvad. Hát változom, hogy dimenzióból jött.
But somehow you didn't get fused. Oh, that explains everything. Here, just taking the whole, you know, the universe explode, but we're fine.
Negatív. Akkor te Kori pozitív vagy? Nem, ez bonyolult.
It's complicated. This series in a nutshell.
Érted?
Hey, HNGRY, you're looking for movie ideas? Here's one. How isn't he fused? Man, I'm too dumb for this. Hey! It's not your fault this isn't making much sense. Although that explanation is explaining a few things, I guess. Honey, I'm home! Why are you under a bridge while I'm out here the normal time? George?
Ott mi a helyzet? Hát ott nem
Everything's over there.
Vezér, nem fóborolnak alteregók. Minden csendes és békés, és csak azért párbajozunk, hogy mi jól érezzük.
Okay, so where are you here?
És akkor minek jöttél ebbe a káoszba? Na vajon miért? Segíteni. Ahogy látom,
nice of you.
Tessék, itt a régi kedvenced.
I thought this was gonna be... Wait, I don't need a deck. I already got one of my dual discs. Whoops.
Igen.
I thought there was going to be like a Superman versus Superman Prime sort of thing, or not, or like the Earth 1 Superman or something like that, where it's like, hey, the world was so peaceful, everything was perfect, and you took it all away. It can't be perfect, because a perfect world doesn't need Superman.
Még egy kérdés, milyen paklit van? Kicsit hasonló a te szinkro paklithoz, csak én már rutinosabban tudom kezelni. Na de pofa be!
Well, it's easy for you to be better with your synchro deck. You're not constantly dimension hopping, learning new stunning mechanics above your head. So now we got Gary versus George, or another extent, Gary versus Gary. Then again, I guess some could consider the fact that most of Arc 5 is Yugioh versus Yugioh, so you know. How convenient that his universe is peachy keen, fine and dandy. That's just... Although by that logic, he should be inexperienced. Since saving the world, considering he never had to do it. Uh-oh. My world is so perfect I have a band-aid on my finger. Oh.
Moonlight Dragon.
Oh, that's probably a real world thing.
Mivel van szinkron szörnyed, ezért speciálisan megidézem a térfelemre szinkron rezonátor. Majd normálban megidézem Channel Later. És most a két szörnyet összehangolom. Szinkro idézés! Jelenj meg! Ellie of Justice Catastrophe.
I remember this old guy.
Uh-oh, az nekem semmi.
No, it isn't.
Aktiválom a szólóban, és 2000 életpontért megállítunk Catastrophe megidézését.
Hi, Catastor.
akkor te jössz.
Thanks for saying hi.
Én jövök.
He's got game on the field and you got nothing, Gary.
Megidézem. Goblin Berger. Effektível a kezemből speciálisan megidézem. Speedroid Retány Zákszor.
Oh boy.
Nem használom ki a képességét.
You won't need to.
Minden összeállt. Felrottopom. Goblin Berger.
Bring out Moonlight, you're gonna get the original Black Rose's artwork.
Összehangolom.
It's still Black Rose, who cares?
Szinkro idézés. Jelenj meg! Stardust! Spark! Dragon!
Everybody's got a dual dragon. Wait, no, he has two dual dragons. What am I thinking? How interesting, because Gary had his Stardust dragon, you got the Manga counterparts.
Hullás le!
Gary, can you stop sucking for 5 seconds? You're slowly becoming the Sly Hito of this series.
Engem mostanában mindenki.
Seriously!
Használd tudatosan a paklit. Ebben a dimenzióban...
I tried to, but then you solemned me!
A felsőbbrendű lapok a leghatásosabbak, de sose felejtsd el a szinkron művészetét sem. De ezek pendulumlapokból csinálnak felsőbbrendűt. Nem lesz baj. Az igaz, hogy előnyük van, de ha okos vagy, túlszárnyalhatod őket. Na de most már nem kell. Talán egyszer majd visszajövök, ha nagyon nagy lesz a veszély.
Why can't you stay?
Köszönöm, George.
You were a big help at whooping my ass. Well, you gave my deck back, so I guess you're not all bad.
Csak te ezekről nem is tudtál. Értem, tehát nekem is és Garynek is szabadon vannak a gonosz alteregóink. Igen, és azok a dimenziórobbantás miatt váltak ki. És hogy lehet kiiktatni őket? Hány pár baj van, szokás szerint?
Only been a Goldie. I'm here now.
Én Connie vagyok. Tegnap találkoztunk.
Emlékszem rád. Mutassátok a paklitokat. Rendben. És maga?
Nem fogom megmutatni.
It's the dimensional police thing.
Nem vagyok én semmilyen lázadó. De szívesen párbajoznék már egy nem baráti
A
mellett.
non-friendly duel.
Véged van, lázadó! Párbaj!
Párbaj! Szetelek egy szörnyet, és 3 varázscsapnát. De jössz.
Gyenge kezdés.
Oh great, it's the DD guy. We could be in trouble.
Ezeknek köszönhetően megidézhetek bármennyi szörnyet 2 és 9-es szint között. Jelenj meg DD Platform, DD Nightwing és DD Dragon King Pendragon.
Oh jeez.
Mivel DD Nightwing egy tímes, ezért összehangolom DD Platform-ekkel.
He's just something about the starter deck for
Jelenj meg! DDD Kill King Alexander!
Akaba Reggie.
Nem rossz.
Aktiválom a Mystical Space Typhoon, és így leszedem a középső szeteget.
A szetlapom Artifact Morales.
Oh boy, artifacts.
A térfélre.
Során!
How is it cheating?
Nyomába se ér a nyomorult pendulum.
It's cheating to you use artifacts? For cheating the fact that you happen to hit artifacts and luck. Luck artifacts. Hold on, let me get up again. I didn't really feel that one.
Rimpával eltérívő Shadow Hedgehogot is aktiválhatjuk a kék összeget.
Oh boy.
Maklimból a kezembe veszem nem Shadow Fusion. Megidézem Shadow Dragon. Aktiválom nem Shadow Fusion.
So Shadal with artifacts and a mirror force to boot. I guess good to know that mirror force's not being useful effect isn't limited to
Fúziós idézés! Jelenj meg! Ez Shadow! Senki megáll!
Oh boy.
Aztán, ez nagyon menő. Senki megáll!
Oh, I wanted it.
Üssétek!
Take this, DDs. And just like in real life, DDs were meta for about a week. Let's take all this shit.
Na, párhuzamos dimenzióban a metódusok egyeznek az alteregoknál.
Clearly! It just stands there.
Rico, végeztél?
Igen, sikerült felvilágosítanom Coryt. Te Gary párhuzamos alter egója vagy?
No, I'm Bob from
Na, de most
accounting.
mennünk kell.
Sok sikert, Cory. Ha nagyon nagy a baj, visszatérünk.
Bye, George. I love the fact that we can just have I love the fact that there's Gary, Yura, all the other ones, and then there's just George. Like, I know I've said before, there's always room for a Bob, but it's like, huh, one of these things is not like the other. That was a close one. Fortunately, I think it was just the theme song, so I think we'll be fine. That was a fun episode, all things considered. Just one of those things where you're just like, okay, we are from the perfect dimension, in which case we have no problems whatsoever. So what you're saying is you're not fit for this scenario. Because if you never had to deal with any of this stuff, you have no idea where we're coming from. After all, you didn't have to deal with any war, any crises. You should be the least qualified to do any of this stuff. Oh, jeez. It's fine, everything like that, just one of those, I don't know. I guess the dimensions can now just jump willy-nilly, too, considering you guys are a bit late for the dimension explosion, but then again, everyone's been jumping around willy-nilly anyway, despite the lack of pendulums, so why am I surprised? Then again, Speedroids do have pendulum monsters, but I think that came out later. Though it's interesting that we have this, back in Gary's original universe, he had the Signer Dragons, and his perfect counterpart, as I'll call him, has the dual dragons. That's interesting. And what we have from the perfect dimension of what we have from Rico is that he plays Shadalls with artifacts and mirror forces because artifacts and mirror forces were staples back then. The sad thing is I think with mirror force less so than artifact moral tech. Ugh. How times have changed. And Gary's getting whooped around like it's nothing. I've complained before about Encounter Card Heroes. Sly lost everything in the kitchen sink, and I mean, yes, he dueled a kitchen sink and lost. No, not literally, but it felt like that at times. But it's Gary's losing a bit too much for my liking, just a bit. Cause just like at some point, it's gonna feel like, so why are you the protagonist if you're losing all the time? Same true about Sawatari's win-loss record. He wasn't the protagonist, so we weren't expecting him to win all the time. So you know. I'm sure he'll pick up some more wins as time goes on. It just feels like we're doing all this dimension hopping, all this explaining, and all this is doing is just giving Gary more losses on his record. This isn't benefiting anyone. At least we know we're now hunting down the evil alter egos that are running amok. So I guess we figured something out. Again, a fine episode. Just one of those things where we're just like, huh? Oh, see ya.